Right then, welcome back, and today we are doing a 20-minute endurance race at Daytona on the Speedway. Now, I'm all for iconic tracks, I'm all for Indianapolis and Daytonas and Nürburgrings and Silverstones and everything else, but only if it works. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Now, to me, this is the same as making turd-flavoured ice cream. Yes, it's ice cream, people like ice cream, but they're not going to like the flavour. This does not work in this game at all. I didn't bother doing any testing, didn't do anything. I left the setup as it was from the last time I used this bike. It was wet, so we stuck rain tyres on and went and give it a go. And I think I actually fell asleep doing it. It is just... There's nothing worse than ovals on a motorbike. Cars, whatever you want, 200 mile an hour, downforce, set it up, fill your boots, flat out, it's fun for a few laps, then it gets boring. This was just horrendous, absolutely horrendous. I mean, off the start, look at that. That's dead, so we died once, we come back to life, we ended up, 19th? And then guess what? We get spanned again. Yeah, the mother and father of all tank slappers, and we're off again. And then just to add to my mood, we flipped it. Hey! So we are 40 seconds into a 20-minute race, and we've been off 3 times. I've gone straight to eco mode, and now begins the grind. The absolute nauseating grind of getting to the front of a race where the physics slows the bikes down by about 30 miles an hour around the ovals. The engines don't have enough power to pull anything, even though they're making about 220 horsepower. And we just ended up trying to draft past people on a 14-year-old Fireblade, try and get to the front. I mean, past the pits, we go from 16th to 12th. At the end of lap 4, start lap 5, which is handy. 16-second gap to leader. End of lap 5, we go past the pits and jump up to 11th. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of this. It took about a week to get past the 2019 Fireblade, but we finally did it. Finally. End of lap 6, I actually fell asleep and went straight into the barriers. We ended up back down in 13th, and then as we came past the pits, we jumped all the way up to 4th. Now bear in mind, there's 14 minutes gone, so the AI are pitting after 14 minutes for whatever reason they are, which means they're going to stop again in another 6 minutes. They're going to stop again at 8 minutes and for another load of fuel, but then they might not have enough to get to the end anyway because they're stopping every 6 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, we're on eco. It takes to lap 8, end of lap 8, start lap 9 to get into the lead. We've got 30% fuel. The front tyre is colder than a Russian-Ukraine peace talks meeting, and the rear tyre, I don't quite know what it's doing because it's not really spinning up. But at the end of lap 11, check out the brakes on the autopilot going in there. I think we'll stop. We're under 10 minutes, so I can fill it with fuel. I'll go for a medium front, medium rear, whatever. And the fuel just took forever when they finally got the wheels in. I thought I've got loads of time. The AI are all going to have to stop again. I mean, the second place rider and the third place rider have both come to the pits behind me anyway. But we finally get a full tank of gas in, and we end up... Well, it was saying 8th and then 5th, and then another rider goes past. Look how dangerous that is as well. Straight out into the flow of traffic at about 60 miles an hour. Yeah, great bit of AI programming there. But we end up in 7th with a full tank of gas. Again, past that Honda Fireblade of the South African rider. Past the pits up to 5th, end of lap 12. It's boring watching it back and trying to tell you about it, never mind anything else. End of lap 13, we've got loads of fuel. There's going to be a nice sunset. The average speed was quite high. We didn't use a lot of tyres. It was boring. It was monotonous. I had the noise in my head for many hours. But anyway, look at this. 5 seconds left, 2% fuel. What do you think's going to happen? What I could have done is lifted off because we've got a 37 and a bit second lead, but yes, we, ladies and gentlemen, are going to run out of fuel. No go-go juice equals no go-go. There we go, she's out now. She is dry, she has no fuel left. We went the wrong side of one bike and the right side of the other. And that's about, well, I'll say about as far as we got. We've now got a burble round at 78 miles an hour in 6th, keeping an eye on that second place rider who looks like they've just gone in the pits. Third are going to go into the pits as well, so we'll take that. So second now has no fuel left, so they're going to slow down any second. Third's got 16%. So third, the Chinese rider, is probably the little icon we need to keep an eye on. Yeah, they've just gone from third to second, 14% fuel, 13% fuel. Well, it's going to be tight. It's going to be very, very tight. At this point, I was crying because I spent 20 minutes riding around in circles for no reason whatsoever. And that second place was getting closer and closer and closer. I mean, oh my god, it's painful. It's beyond painful. No, headlights in the rearview mirror. We're gonna make it. Of course we're gonna make it. Wouldn't be so blasé about it if we weren't gonna make it. But yeah, top tip: don't run out of fuel on an oval where everyone else is doing about 160 miles an hour. Doesn't go very well. We won it. I'm not going to say by canter, but we won it by a huge 4.2 seconds in the end. Yeah, hateful. Truly, truly hateful. One of the worst endurance races I've ever done. The track's shit. It's just no fun. And we'll leave it there. And yeah, I'll see you when we do the next one. But thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. You're all absolute legends and heroes. And fingers crossed, I will see you next time. Take care, stay safe, peace.